Hey there, Ravens fan. Are you ready for another exciting game? This Sunday, we're facing the Bengals on the road, and this matchup promises to be full of emotions. The Ravens come in with 2 wins and 2 losses, and the mission now is to leave Cincinnati with another triumph to stay strong this season. But the Bengals won't make it easy, even with their poor record, so we need to stay sharp. In today's video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this game. The betting odds, who's the favorite, and what to expect from the score. So, stay with me until the end to understand what could decide this match, and how the Ravens can come out with a victory. Go Ravens! When the Ravens and Bengals clash, there's no easy game. These teams know each other very well because they're in the same division and have had many important matchups. The rivalry between them is huge, and each game is a true battle. Last year, the Ravens came out on top, but every game between them is decided by the details, and nothing guarantees that the result will be the same this time. The Bengals fans, playing at home, will make a lot of noise and could complicate things for the Ravens. Even though the Ravens have had more success recently, playing in Cincinnati is never easy. The energy from the opposing crowd and the atmosphere of a division showdown make the game even more unpredictable. The history shows that the difference between the two teams is often minimal, with games decided by a play or a mistake. This kind of pressure will require the Ravens to stay fully focused throughout the game to avoid any unpleasant surprises. The excitement of this clash is guaranteed, but what will truly be decisive is the moment each team is experiencing right now. The Ravens may be a bit more confident, but facing the Bengals on their home turf is never straightforward. Therefore, understanding how the Baltimore team has fared so far this season helps us see what to expect from them in this game. The Ravens started the season with ups and downs. In 4 games, the team has won 2 and lost 2, showing that they're still adjusting their pieces. The offense, despite having its shining moments, hasn't been consistent. This has forced the defense to play at a very high level to keep the team competitive. The defense has been, indeed, the Ravens' great strength so far, holding tough opponents and keeping the team in the game when the offense falters. The biggest challenge for Baltimore has been finding a way to synchronize the offense and defense well. When both units function together, the team becomes almost unstoppable. However, in games where the offense can't be efficient, the defense ends up being overloaded. This is something that needs to be adjusted quickly, especially in a game against the Bengals, who, even in a slump, have offensive weapons capable of complicating the Ravens' defense. A more efficient offense could be the key for the Ravens to control the game. If the offense can finally get going, we can expect a strong performance against the Bengals. But will Baltimore be able to maintain the necessary consistency to capitalize on the opponent's instability? That's exactly why analyzing the Bengals is so crucial in this matchup. The Bengals are not having their best moment, with a record of 1-3 so far. The pressure is on them to turn the season around and stay competitive. Playing at home, with the support of their fans, the team knows they desperately need a victory to gain confidence. Even with the unfavorable score until now, the Bengals have shown they can be dangerous, especially when considered underdogs in the betting. They've managed to cover the spread in similar situations this year. The main problem for the Bengals has been inconsistency on offense. The team struggles to find its rhythm on the field, which has cost them important victories. They have individual talents, but the team hasn't been able to turn those qualities into concrete results. However, playing at home, the Bengals know they have a golden opportunity to turn the tide against the Ravens. A more fluid offense and a focused defense could be the missing ingredients to pull off a surprise. This scenario creates a certain level of uncertainty regarding the outcome, which also reflects in the odds for this game. Now, let's understand how the betting market views this matchup between the AFC North rivals. The sportsbooks have the Ravens as favorites, with a spread of -2.5. This means they expect a balanced game, but with a slight edge for Baltimore. On the money line, the Ravens are listed at -137, while the Bengals are at +116. These numbers reflect the expectation that, despite the favoritism, the game could be closer than it seems at first glance. After all, the Bengals have played better as underdogs and could use that to pull off a surprise. This slight advantage for the Ravens is primarily based on the team's defensive strength and the potential for the offense to shine, even if it's still searching for consistency. Bets on the Ravens take into account that if the offense can be more efficient, the defense will have space to control the game. However, betting against the Bengals at home is always risky, especially in a divisional game. The unpredictability of matchups like this makes any prediction more complicated. In addition, the betting odds are also watching the total points. With the over-under set at 48.5 points, there's an expectation that the game will be lively, with both teams scoring a lot. But will these offenses live up to that expectation? This leads us to the question of how the final score might unfold, especially considering the dynamics of both teams so far. The expectation for this game between the Ravens and Bengals is for a high score. The total of 48.5 points reflects confidence that both offenses will have their shining moments. This is justified by the recent performances of both teams. Both the Ravens and the Bengals have had 3 out of their 4 games with high scores, surpassing the betting limit. Even with offensive consistency issues, the teams have enough talent to turn the game into a real shootout. The Ravens' offense, when in sync, can exploit opposing defenses easily. If the Baltimore team can impose its rhythm, they may force the Bengals to chase the score, leading to an even more offensive game. On the other hand, the Bengals, even with their unstable offense, also have powerful weapons. Playing at home, they know they need a strong performance to compete, and this could mean we'll see plenty of points on the board. If both teams can adjust their offenses and exploit the defensive weaknesses of their opponents, this game could turn into a touchdown festival. But, as always, it will depend on who can impose their game first and maintain consistency until the final whistle. We'll have to wait and see if we witness a game as explosive as the odds suggest. In conclusion, the Ravens are coming into this matchup with 2 wins under their belt and a solid defense, looking to secure another victory on the road. Their recent performance suggests they have the potential to perform well, but they must not overlook the Bengals, who are eager to turn their season around, especially playing at home. For Baltimore to achieve success, their offense needs to find its rhythm and maximize its talent. With key players capable of making impactful plays, the Ravens are equipped to shine if they can stay consistent. However, the unpredictability of football means that the Bengals could still pose a significant threat, particularly with the support of their passionate home crowd behind them. What do you think about this showdown? Will the Ravens be able to maintain their status as favorites and come out on top? Or do you believe the Bengals can spring an upset? I'm eager to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let's hope the Ravens harness their strengths and bring home the victory, keeping the momentum going for the rest of the season. Until next time, let's gear up for an exciting game.